Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy, Derek Branch here, strike7sports.com. And today I just want to quickly talk about the news that came down earlier today, and that's the report of Big 12 officials being down in the city of Memphis to do an apparent, quote, due diligence site visit of the University of Memphis. The facilities, speak with the brass. I'm assuming they spoke with Lord Veach. I hope that's how you pronounce his name, Lord Veach. City officials, according to what the report said from the commercial appeals, that they spoke with all those people today. And commercial appeal reached out to the University of Memphis officials that work in that area, that field, and then they didn't get a comment on what took place during those meetings. But I'm assuming that we'll probably hear something later throughout this week and possibly next week on what the next move is or what came about from those meetings. But this has been going on throughout the day. A lot of Memphis people online, social media has been excited about it, and rightfully so. They deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? The way I heard from it, I heard about it. It came from I was on a lunch break today and listening to 92.9, the Jason and John show, J&J, and they brought it up, and they said it came from an account that covers college athletics called College. I believe it's called College AD, if I'm not mistaken. It's a website that focuses on the NCAA. So they reported it first, and I don't know how they got it out, how that leaked out to them, but it was real. Big 12 officials, including their head honcho, Brett, he was here today, met with officials. I think maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, but maybe hopefully they met with Mary Strickland, those people, and discuss how things could go if Memphis get invited to the Big 12. Now I'm not sure about. Now I don't say I'm not sure, but I don't know about what happened in the past in regards to Memphis and the Big 12, the relationship. But just based on what I'm seeing is that this is the first time that the Big 12 has ever been out here for a visit. So you can say what you want to say, but that's a big move. That's a big step right there. So that would be great for Memphis if you can get into the Big 12. It would be great because it helps the football team a lot, and it really helps basketball. Because you get those rivalries now. You get those newly formed rivalries in your conference. I'm gonna talk about the basketball first. You get Memphis versus Kansas now. Bill Self versus Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway versus Jerome Tang. Kansas State. You know what I'm saying? Memphis versus Baylor. The Big 12 is a really good basketball conference, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that funding. The more you get more money, it opens up a whole lot of opportunities that you didn't have when you were in the American. Now I'm not knocking the American conference that Memphis is in right now, but they don't have that reach that the Big 12 has right now. And especially with Cincinnati and UCF and Houston going to the Big 12 now. Clearly not what it used to be. But we'll see how things play out when these new teams come to the conference. I'm not the one that's gonna, just completely throw away the the new look American Conference, because we never seen with the new look AAC, because we haven't really seen the type of competition we're gonna get. But for Memphis going to the Big 12, it'd be huge, man. You get the invite, you need to get out as soon as you can. Pay whatever early exit fee you have to get out of the American. You know what I'm saying? And I think if it comes down to that, I think Memphis will be out in 2 years. 2 years max. I don't see him staying longer than 2 years in the American. So it'll probably be in the Big 12 by 2025, 2026. That's what I think. But this will help out football a lot, man. It will help out football a lot because you'll be playing teams like Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Baylor, TCU, Texas Tech. Who else is over there in the Big 12? I named Texas schools. Colorado's supposed to be trying to get back to the Big 12. Arizona's supposed to be joining. Arizona State. You know what I'm saying? So, huge news, man. Huge news. And if you play Deion Sanders in the Liberty Bowl, that place will be packed. There'll be a sellout crowd. Plain and simple, man. So there's a lot, man. That's a lot to look forward to if you're a Memphis fan. There's a lot to be excited about, because I think, me personally, if Memphis could get into the Power 5, the football program could be, I would say a version of Clemson. If they play the right cards. They have the proper support behind them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a good spot for recruiting, man. You're not too far from Mississippi. Well, you're right by Mississippi. You're not too far from Alabama. You're not too far from Georgia. You possibly could reach into Texas, state of Texas. So you can reach from all over and grab. I believe you can grab 4 and 5, some of those 4 and 5 star recruits, and that's what Clemson does in the ACC. They recruit a lot. They recruit a lot from Georgia. They recruit a lot from Florida. Alabama, because they're around all those states, so they could reach from them. With all their they could reach for those type of players based on their resources, what they have. And I think Memphis football can do the same thing with if they were a Power 5 program. So we'll see how it play out, man. I'm not gonna get my hopes up all the way because this stuff changes every day. You hear every day. I've seen maybe two or three tweets of program so and so going to the Big 12. Next day is this program. The Big 12 interested in this program. Now, that one constant report I'm always seeing is that the Big 12 wants to expand in the West, out West, and they want basketball schools. They want schools that have big basketball brands. We'll see how it play out. It's just, all I'm gonna say is, whenever they form the NFC, AFC version of college football, Memphis needs to be in one of those conferences, one of those super conferences. That's all I'm gonna say. They better get in where they can fit in. Plain and simple. That's just what it is right now. Because you do not want to be left behind, man. You don't. Memphis does not need to be left behind. They have been left behind enough with the Big 12 coming in and taking Cincinnati, UCF, and Houston to the Big 12 to the conference already. And then you decided to take BYU of all programs over Memphis. So there you have it. That's another team I would like to see Memphis be playing against, BYU. So there's so many different levels to this. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different storylines and angles of where Memphis could go with this. This is a very profitable move for the Tigers, man. It's profitable for the city because it brings a level of excitement that you didn't have in previous years. I would say it will bring back that 2019 feeling. When College Game Day was down here again and Memphis played against SMU. You know what I'm saying? and Memphis won the conference title, went to the Cotton Bowl. They didn't win that game, but the season was considered a success because you almost went undefeated, you won your conference, and you got to a New Year's Six Bowl. That's how I view it. I view winning the AAC for Memphis as a form of winning the national championship, because you got to do a whole lot more to get into the CFP. You got to be like Cincinnati, where you over-deliver and have some help. And that's what happened with Cincinnati. But any G5 school, to me, winning your conference title and getting accepted into a New Year's Six Bowl is your national championship. Now, you ain't got to win the New Year's Six Bowl for your season to be considered a success, but you got to win your conference title. You know, so there's that, man. But when you in the CF, when you in a Power 5 school, like the Big 12, you don't have to, I would say, do as much as a Group of 5 school to get into the CFP. You just don't. You know, some schools are getting into the college football playoffs just off of their name. You know, and if Memphis can get in with the right funding behind them, big time donors, you know, the stadium's going to be remodeled. You know, it's going to be really good for this team and for the city. So Memphis needs to get in where they can fit in, either, you know, by any means necessary. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Big 12 comes in and gets Memphis, Tulane, and SMU. That could possibly happen. You know, so, and that would be pretty much it. Because they'll leave originals like East Carolina would still be left. You know, Tulsa, Temple, they'll still be there. But Memphis, I think Memphis will be the first to shoot a drop. You know, but we'll see how it play out, man. A visit. I don't think they ever had a visit here in the past. Somebody let me know in the comment section, but that's the first for me. Since I've been in this area, near this area, here in the Big 12, coming to the city to do a site visit. So hopefully we'll find out more of what was said during those meetings in the next few days to see where things can go from there. But that doesn't put Ryan Silverfield off the hook, you know, because if he wants to be a part of the Tigers going into the Big 12, this season is crucial for him. And I say that because they cannot finish this season compared to their previous 2 years where they lost 6 games and you're barely above 500. So still important for him to win in this conference that you're in right now. So we'll see how it play out these next few days of what went down in those meetings. All right. So I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about Memphis possibly going to the Big 12. And do you think this program could turn into a perennial contender for a national title in both college football and basketball, given its geographical location and what, you know, the funding behind it? Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.